Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. A group of men decided to do a work in 12 days. So we'll just represent that data. Assume that there are n men. So they can do a work in 12 days. So n into 12 days. That is n men working for 12 days. So this is the whole job. But 8 of them were absent. And as such it took 20 days to complete the work. But the whole n people did not work. Only n minus 8 people were working, and like this it took 20 days. So n into 12 is the whole job. Now that same job can be done by n minus 8 people. 8 of them were absent and they have to work for 20 days. Now the question is, how many men were there originally? So n is what we need to find out. So we can find out using this equation. So 12n is equal to 20n minus 8 into 20. I'll just bring to this side, so you'll get 8n is equal to 8 into 20. 8 and 8 will cancel out, you'll get n is equal to 20. So originally there were 20 men. So option B, 20. A builder decided to build a house. He employed 150 men at the start. So initially there were 150 men. After 30 days means initially the 150 men were employed for 30 days. So this was the amount of work that was done in the first 30 days. 150 men working for 30 days. After 30 days, he added 120 more workers and completed the remaining work in 15 days. So initially this much work was done. Then another 120 men were added. So 150 plus 120, now there are 270 men and they work for 15 days. So this is the whole work. So initially for 30 days 150 men work, then an extra 120. So 150 plus 120, 270, they work for 15 days. This is the whole work. In how many days can the whole work be completed if he had not employed the extra 120 men? So this extra 120 were not there. Only the original 150 were there. They have to work for, let us say, n days to complete the whole work. So from this we can calculate the value of n. Here 150 I'll cancel with this 150 and 0 and 15 is 150. That also I'll cancel. So n you will get it as 30 plus this 27. So that will be 57. So if those extra 120 men were not there, the total time taken will be 57 days. Hence option B, 57 days. A builder decided to build a house. He employed 50 men at the start. So originally there were 50 men. After 40 days means initially the 50 men work for 40 days. Then he added 50 more workers. So originally there were 50 and then he added an extra 50. So 50 plus 50, now there are 100 men and completed the remaining work in 10 days. So remaining work was done in 10 days. So originally 50 men worked for 40 days. Then an extra 50 were added. So 50 plus 50, 100 men, they work for another 10 more days. So this is the whole work. In how many days can the whole work be completed if he had not employed the extra 50 men? So only the original 50 are there. They are going to work for n days to complete the whole work. I'll cancel out the 50s. Here 50 divides 2 times. Here this 50 is gone. So n you will get it as 40 plus 2 into 10, 20. So n you will get it as 40 plus 20 is equal to 60. So 60 days will be required. So option C, 60. To complete a job, A requires 5 days, whereas B requires 20 days. So if you look at A and B, A requires 5 days, which means that every day A will do 1/5 of the job. Like that, he will complete the whole job in 5 days. Whereas B requires 20 days. B can do the whole job in 20 days, or every day B will do 1/20th of the work. That is the number of days required, and the part of the work done per day, they are reciprocals of each other. In how many days can they complete the work if they work together? So if they are working together, A will do 1/5 of the work, B will do 1/20th of the work. So if you add it up, you will get the total contribution of A and B per day. 1/5 is same as 4/20. This I'll just write it as 1/20 itself. So that will be every day they will do 5/20th of the work. That is same as 1/4 of the work. Every day 1/4 of the work is done. How many days are required? Just find out the reciprocal. 4 days are required. So if A and B are working, they will require 4 days. So option B, 4. To complete a job, A requires 3 days, whereas B requires 6 days. So A and B are working. A can do the whole job in 3 days, which means that every day A will do 1/3 of the work. B requires 6 days. So every day B will do 1/6 of the work. Like that, in 6 days B can complete the work. That is the number of days required, and the part of the work done per day, they are reciprocals of each other. In how many days can they complete the work if they work together? So A will do 1/3 of the work, B will do 1/6 of the work. If they are working together, you have to add it up. So this can be written as 2/6 plus 1/6, you will get it as 3/6. So if they are working together, every day they will do 3/6 of the work. That is same as half of the work. Every day half of the work is done. How many days are required? Just find out the reciprocal. 2 days are required. So how many days? 2 days, option C. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only rupees 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of rupees 200, either through Google Pay or through PhonePe or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.